Good morning, folks. Good morning, FYI family. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the program. We are happy that you folks are here with us. It's Thursday already. Believe it or not, Thursday already. We've passed half month. It's the 16th day. The 16th day of February. Believe it or not, Valentine has gone. Come and gone. We got Independence watching us. Good to have each and every one of you guys. Good to have you. It's a long time we had a holiday. Good to have you folks wherever you all are joining us from. We are super happy that you folks are here with us. We love having you folks here with us. We love having you guys here with us wherever you all are joining us from. Welcome. How are you all doing this morning? What's for breakfast? How's the weather where you all are joining us from? Super happy to have each and every one of you here with us, good folks. We are delighted. It's a pleasure to have you folks so early in the morning, all to ourselves. We're jealous like that. All to ourselves. We are super happy to have you guys here. We got a couple of things to touch on in the headlines, a couple of things brewing internationally, regionally, and in the 592 as well. We're going to touch on some of that. And then we're going to get out of your ears so that you guys can go on and have a fantastic day. That you guys can go to the front and have a great day. Debbie, Apple, and all the other guys who are joining us, Shalon, Joseph. Great to have each and every one of you, wherever you all are joining us from this morning, across social media. Some of you are joining the broadcast on Twitter, and some on LinkedIn, some on YouTube, some on Facebook, same thing. But good to have each and every one of you. I see Debbie Apple is here, Shalon, Joseph, Donald Joseph, the whole Joseph clan come out this morning. Loretta Argyle, good to see you as well. And again, Yvonne Ramasar. Yvonne, how you doing? So good to see you there, Yvonne. Great to have you here, Yvonne and Donnet, all the other folks who are joining us. Guys, we're happy that you all are here with us. Happy that you all are here. Good to see you. Yep. Share the live, folks. Smash that emoji button. Wherever you all are coming in from. Some of you all on YouTube. We love our tubers. We love our Facebook people too. Good to have you here, Yvonne. Yeah, Love Song Percival. Yeah. Love Song Percival still in Valentine's Day, still there. Love Song Percival. And Love Songs Percival says good morning to all. Bright sunshine in Sue's Lake. Love it. Bright sunshine in Sue's Lake. I love that area. Something about the hills and how the houses are placed on those hills in Sue's Lake. You're in the sand belt there. Love it. Quiet sometimes. I don't know if it's noisy there ever, but a quiet place. Same except the Linden Sue's Lake Highway with the traffic going by. But a serene, lovely place. Sue's Lake. Yep. Especially on the section with the highway. Lovely. Debbie Collins, we see you there. Debbie and Janet, good to have you. Margaret Nelson is here. Margaret, how are you doing this morning? Guys, welcome this morning. Fatia Phillips, good to have you. Out Front Parts is here. Well, you all know things will pick up now. Out Front Parts is here. So you all don't know. Things are going to pick up. What are you guys having for breakfast? Judith Mickle, what's going on by your side? What's going on by your end? We getting fried bakes this morning. And I ain't talking about float. Some people call it oil bakes. Anybody having that this morning? Some toast, some bacon. I know you're bushy self. Good to have you, Margaret. Great to have you. And Michael Blyden and all the other guys who are joining us. Guys, be super happy that you all are here. I wish that some of you could come and sit with us sometime and help us with these programs. I can take a little rest, I can take a little rest now. Some of you all sign up and come and help us host these programs. Vashti Magnot is having toast. Yeah. Folks, when I'm having toast, I can't have more than like a slice or two of bread. Strangely enough. Ordinarily, I might take 4 slices. As a big fella, I can eat how much bread I want. I might take 4 slices ordinarily. But once that bread is toast, I find I can't take more than 2. I don't know. Like the little thing is make it heavier. The little fire makes it heavier. Michaela Andrew Coates, good to have you. Yvonne said lunchtime. Some of you must let us know you want to help us host the podcast. We bring you in and you help us walk through some of the issues. Please. Sometimes we need some help walking these parts. Help our brother. Help our brother. Good to have you folks wherever you all are joining us from. Out Front Parts is here. Claire Capel is here as well. Is Isabella Butter somewhere there? Vanessa De Silva, we see you. Yep, we see you, Vanessa. Where's Lena Williams and Lynn Fernandez? Where are those folks? Beatrice, we see you. Beatrice Selby, good morning, Beatrice. And all the other folks. Is it Sion, Sion, Farmers? Good to have you. Great to have you, as a matter of fact, guys. I wish that you guys have a great day today. Great day. Donna Joseph says she's having some coffee, crackers, and cheese. My God. You see on the bushy like that? The bushy. Imagine Donna having her tea, a spot of tea, with her crackers and coffee and some cheese. Yeah. I hope you're happy after that one. I hope you're happy after you have that. Brenda Moore, good to see you, Brenda, and all the other guys joining us. Vanessa De Silva, Yvonne, and Shauna, Gail. Yep. Magiko. Is it Magiko or Gecko? Right? Or maybe it's none of those. Magiko Dean, good to have you here. Claretta Humphrey is here too. Guys, we're super happy. Karen Black is here. Karen has just showed up. Good to have you. I know some of you don't even come for us. You come for the socialization. The socialization, the sociologists got to work for it. Yes, the socialization. Social interactionism. That's what you come for. I just like a fly on the wall. You see, doing my own thing and you're carrying out all the comments, who cooking what, who going where, who going to meet up, such and so forth. Right? We'll be happy that you guys are here. We are happy. Leslie and Charles, you're here. Good to have you. Good to have you. Good to have you, Leslie, and all the other guys who are joining us today. We are super happy. Every day, folks, you get up above ground. You gotta be thankful. You gotta be thankful. I gotta pick up back on my devotion. You see all these early mornings? Gotta pick up back on the devotion. Every day you wake up above ground. You thank Father. And it Cummins, good to have you. And Alice says, all those who are having a sumptuous breakfast. Yeah, I envy y'all. Toast and your eggs and your fancy things. I know when last I see eggs. Things tight. Things tight. I take my cup of black coffee, my chest, and I move along. Gladstone Matthews, good to see you. Karen McPherson, good to see you as well. Karen, Yvonne says she's having mustard callaloo. Hold on. Mustard callaloo and fried fish for lunch. Am I reading that right? Mustard callaloo? How is that done? Send us the recipe. Mustard callaloo. Guys, you've ever heard about that before? Mustard callaloo? Interesting. I thought I had everything. I thought I put everything in my mouth already, but apparently not. Apparently that mustard callaloo is it. All right. Mary Mercia, good to have you. It's Mercier, good to have you, Mary. That's one thing we're certain of, is Mary. Good to have you, Mary, and all the other folks who are joining us this morning. Guys, we got a couple things to get through. Let's get right to it. Good folks, we got to get to some of those headlines. Some of the headlines in the morning papers. I know we're going to ask you to do, good folks. We're going to ask you to share the live. Smash that emoji button for us, guys. Let's go and do what we got to do. Right? Share the truth. All right. Share the live. Expose the truth. I was trying to find out. Trying to get my mind wrong that. Share the live and expose the truth. That's what we're asking of you good folks this morning. Wherever you're all joining us from. Guys, it's so good to have you all here with us. So good to have you in the kitchen. I tell you, we're doing some cooking this year. Some of the same mustard callaloo. Right? What's mustard leaf now? Mustard leaf callaloo? I'm confused. Huh? Is callaloo name? Mustard leaf? Mustard leaf is callaloo? Let me figure myself out there, man. Is callaloo or is callaloo mustard leaf? Let me figure myself out, man. We having mustard or we having callaloo? Right? Margaret says mustard greens. Oh my God. You see, because y'all live in farm, y'all sure enough, y'all say, it's having callaloo for lunch. Mustard greens. What's mustard greens now? I have a little callaloo. Yolanda Thomas, I share already. Sheila Boychild is here. Well, the program will start now. Now we're going to start. Michaela Andrew Coates, I share the live already. Yolanda Thomas, I share the live already. Good to have you folks here. Sheila Boychild says, share and expose. It's not you we got it from. I think it's you we got it from. Share the truth. Yep, expose the truth. Yeah. Dwayne Hall, good to have you, Dwayne, and all the other folks. And thanks, Sheila Boychild. I think it's Sheila Boychild we got that phrase from. And share the live. Expose the truth. I think it's you we got it from. Right? Rihanna Mingo is here. Rihanna, well, we up top now. We up top. Right? Brenda says there is a Kalulu named Mustard. How? You see? You have make life so difficult. How? Let me Mustard be Mustard, huh? And let me Kalulu be Kalulu. Please. Let me Mustard be Mustard. And let me Kalulu be Kalulu. I don't understand it. So you tell me it's Kalulu in this bottle all the time? But I don't like how the Kalulu stays in the bottle. If Kalulu is mustard and mustard is Kalulu. I don't like how the Kalulu stays in the bottle. I want me Kalulu on the plate and I want it looking green. I want it looking gold and yellow and fancy colors. Please and thank you. Robert Henry said we big. We big. McGeckle said we learn every day, Shirley. I want me mustard to be mustard. I want my Kalulu to be Kalulu. Don't let me mix me drinks. Right? Don't let me mix me drinks, folks. Out front parts, we big. We big. We big. Indeed. Donald Jones says it's Guyanese greens. Yeah. Tell me, give me little greens. It's Kalulu. Mustard and Kalulu. Folks, we got a far way to go. Right? I'm happy for all of those who have in the mustard Kalulu. I'm happy for all those who have in the mustard Kalulu, folks. I want y'all know. Y'all embarrass the TNT Prime Minister. Y'all embarrass the other one from SVG, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Y'all embarrassed Gonzalez. You know, I see that the Trinidad Express got y'all on the front page. VIP snub. VIP snub. You know, I don't know. I think I don't know so much about Ralph. Right? Ralph could be serving the devil for all I know. But I think I know Prime Minister Rowley is a man of faith. And I am always taken back, right, by that scripture that says, as a person of faith myself, the greatest among us, you know, must be the servant. And if you see in our newspaper, in the graphic we have up there, if you can see it, it says VIP snub, right? Caribbean Airlines. I don't know precisely how it went down, but let's say Caribbean Airlines didn't want one of their staff to go in the VIP to do the registration, to book in, to check in Trinidad Prime Minister and Ralph Gonzalez. Maybe the people had the experience in the VIP at Cherry Jagan and they decided we ain't going back up there. If you know what I mean. Maybe they had some experience up there before. They said, we ain't going back up there. Well, folks, it makes the front page, yeah? Front page of the Express. I love the Express. I love the Trinidad Express. Love it. It's a quality newspaper. I equate it with Starbucks News. You got the Express there in Trinidad. You got what's the other one? The Guardian. And there's another Newsday. There are a couple others, but those are generally the main ones. They make the front page of the Express, you know. Not by the conference, you know. It's a miracle. One get picks up. Huh? It's like us in this program. We can come and spend an hour with y'all. Talk all kinds of stuff. And you know what y'all gonna leave with? The mustard Kalulu. That's what some of you gonna leave with. The mustard Kalulu. Right? Sheila Boy said Ralph is the devil grandson. Right? So the front page of the Express this morning is VIP snub. And they articulate what happened to Ralph and what happened to Gonzalez. What happened to Keita, what happened to Rowley. Front page of the Express in Trinidad, VIP snub. The greatest among us must be the servant. I don't know how things pan out, you know. I can see Ralph saying, I can sit down right here, right? I can sit down right here. And when I'm ready to board the plane, let me see they stop me. When I'm ready to board the plane, let them stop me. I say now right here. You know, I saw one newspaper outside. Fig Warren, one newspaper headline said the government protests. The government protests the treatment. Now, I could see when they say government protests, in my mind's eye, Sheila Boychild, Fig Warren, in my mind's eye, I seen a film by Cherry Jagan with a placard and say, American airline must go. You know, when I read the headline, government protests, shabby treatment, something like that. I see Irfan, Jack Dio, Mark Phillips outside Cherry Jagger International with a placard in the hand. I don't know what is to become of that. I don't know how things went down. I don't know how they booked in, if anybody eventually went up, or they were forced to go down, stand in the line. My God, they have to go in front of a line at a counter. What shall we? What shall we do? What shall become of us? Oh, my Father, in front of a line. Oh, like the peasants down there in a line. Oh, my God, how shall we go on? I don't know. I don't know how we went. I don't know how it went down, folks. I don't know. But the greatest among us, the greatest among us, that's always in my mind's eye. The greatest among us must be the servants. Sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I could take a little front of the line. When I'm in a hurry. But most times, sometimes you go into a bank. One morning I went into a bank, a nice bank, but I had a long line. I wasn't in a hurry or anything like that. It was one of those rare mornings. I wasn't in a hurry or anything like that. And then I saw somebody emerge at the back of me. Well, I got acute situational awareness, right? When I spot the shadow, I got the back one time in the bank, because me know what about to go down here. I got the back because I noticed a shadow, and I'm always listening. Right? I walk a lot. I try to get him a little exercise, and so I developed a habit wherever I am to be listening to what's happening at the back of me. You ain't creeping up on me like that. I like a cat, You see, soon as you push, you say, "Hey, I got you." So one of the tellers came outside. You see, trying to embarrass me. Mr. Duncan, could we be of assistance to you? Come this way. I says, "Well, my teeth now. It's Mr. Ryan here now." You see, I said, "Ma'am," and she said, "We can help you this side." I said, "It's quite okay. I can stand right there, not in a hurry. Don't think you're carrying away and sodomize me." I said, "Good. Don't think you're going to carry away and sodomize me with $1 million, one of $500 bills. Don't think you can do it. $5,000 bills, a pack of Granger. Don't think you can do it. I can stand pretty." Right there, I can stand. So I don't know how things went down yesterday. I don't know how, but I know that they arrived in the Bahamas. I think they were all hitching a ride. What do you call it? They were plane pooling. They were plane pooling yesterday. They all hitched a ride, and they were off to the heads of government conference in the Bahamas. You can imagine when they touched down in the Bahamas, because this thing now spreading like wildfire. Nobody in the Caribbean came to the conference. Right? I could imagine world leaders there in Bahamas, in the Bahamas, whispering and say, you could imagine the two of them have to go to the hell of the line. Like ordinary folks. It's good for them. The two of them. They think they meet. They think they meet. American Airlines put them in the place. I can imagine. That's the whole talk in the conference, Nobody hearing nothing else. Except if we introduce mustard callaloo. Except if we introduce mustard callaloo. Nobody in hearing nothing else that happened at this conference. There's mustard callaloo, and what happened to Ralph and Rowley at Cherry Jagger International Airport. We are always in the headlines for the wrong reasons. They give them one thing to do. One thing to do. Bring and round them and carry them back out without a hitch. The last time was Mia and Irfan in the airplane tucked away at Eugene Cry. You remember that? It's always them in a plane story. Always them. Then Irfan won this drugs plane now. Them and plane don't agree. Them and plane do not agree. He won a drugs plane. He and Mia tie up in some plane at Eugene Cry. And now, this, you have one thing to do. One thing. Bring the people quietly, carry them back quietly without a hitch. Even that. Is either that or American Airlines don't like this budget. This last budget here, American Airlines, like they don't like it. I can teach you a lesson. You bring nonsense budget, people in Guyana getting nothing feet. Have people collarbone showing, share a cheekbone and jawbone showing. And he's not a muggle. Right? Cheekbone and jawbone. I can show y'all. The Becca big statement yesterday. I don't know how the guys finally got through. I don't know if they ended up coming upstairs and booking them in. They took them downstairs, kicking and screaming. I don't know if they swam to the Bahamas, if they ran. I don't know how they meet. But I saw a photograph of them in the Bahamas. And Ralph looked like he tired. Rav look like he fetch his own bag. I sorry we don't have that photograph. Rav look like he fetch his own bag, get a big bag, pop down next to you. I said, like he was, like American Airlines forced Rav to fetch his own bag as well. Like American Airlines forced him to fetch his own bag. My God, how can Rav go on? How can Rav go on? Folks, we got a lot of stuff to share with you. That is an aside as we had the big papers there, the big papers up. VIP snub, right? As we had that paper up, the VIP snub. We wanted to share a couple of things with you guys. Share the live, smash that emoji button, wherever you all are joining us from, folks. We are delighted that you guys are here with us. Share the live. Share the live, smash that emoji button, and let's go down the road, folks. You know the audio I was sharing with we? It's like a PPP audio here. The audio always trying with us is like a PPP audio. Don't do it. Don't do it. The audio always trying with me. But we ain't allow it to get the better of us. Folks, share the live. Smash that emoji button. Stop thinking about Mustard Colorado. Stop thinking about Ralph and Rowley at the checking counter and how a terrible experience that must have been for these heads of government. What a terrible, probably going to leave a scar on them for life to have to go to the checking counter. How shall they go on leading their respective countries? My God, probably going back home into some therapy session when they come out of the Bahamas there. What an experience to have to go to the counter. My God. No, I'm sorry for them. I'm sorry for them. Folks, give us a sec. We're getting a slight, I don't know what's happening. We don't know what's happening, but we're going to find out. Give us a sec, folks. Give us a sec. Give us a quick sec. Let's see what's happening here, folks. We've lost some of one of our cameras at least. We've lost. Our apologies. We're going to be with you guys in a sec, good folks. We're going to be with you guys in a sec. Brace it over. Brace it over. We're going to be with you guys in a sec. Our apologies. In just a quick sec, let's try to recalibrate. Why ain't we getting one of the cameras that we want to get? So apologies there. We're going to be with you guys in a quick sec. But take the opportunity, good folks, while you think about the mustard color and so on, to share it live and smash that emoji button for us. And partner with us as well, folks. You know, it's because of your love, your generosity, and all those good things. We keep on keeping on. And we can't do it without you. We ain't gonna fool yourself. We can't do it without you. We won't do it without you. We are about set, folks. Yeah. Since we start talking about the mustard color, things start tripping out. It's the mustard color for us. It's the mustard color for we. Since we start talking about mustard colors, things start tripping. things start tripping. All right, we seem to have sorted that out. We barely caught it in the nick of time. Barely caught it in the nick of time, good folks. And I think we're about ready now. I think we are just about ready. And let's head into some of those headlines that we said we have been following in the morning papers, good folks. Let's head into some of that. And the first thing that is jumping out of at us this morning from some of the morning papers, this is one we followed. And this is one that we are following, good folks. And it says here, construction at the Blacker Bridge leading to horrendous traffic congestion. And I hope those of you who join us from the diaspora, you haven't been gone so long, you forget the geography of the city. So the Blackers at the back of Tugville, and you know it joins Sophia with Tugville, the Blacker, but they're repairing that bridge. They closed it off a couple of weeks ago. And because of that, the traffic that usually flows through there has to go around, people who want to move quickly go around Sophia now. They just go around Sophia. And when we were coming into town 2 evenings ago to do the evening broadcast, it took us about 35 to 40 minutes to get through there. And there's another commuter complaining. And this we pull this headline from, that the construction there, by the Blacker is exacerbating the traffic congestion there in Sophia. And you have some bottlenecks at these corners where cars are coming out from one of the fields to get into Delhi Street. Nobody wants to wait. And as everybody tried to engage the entrance and the exit there from one of the fields into Delhi Street in Sophia, it leads to traffic being back up. But it's a bigger issue than that. Certainly, when the administration was deciding to rehabilitate that bridge there, I wonder if they thought about what was going to happen there with the traffic. Right? When they decided to rehabilitate that bridge, did they spare a thought? Did it cross their minds what exactly was going to happen at this bridge, on Dennis Street? And that is the trouble. I mean, development, quote unquote, is all well and good. Development is all well. Yeah, development is all well and good. This is the area we're showing you here. The area that they call the Blacker. The area they call the Blacker, that joins Tocqueville, the back of Tocqueville and Sophia. And this is the bridge that they're rehabilitating. And this is what the letter writer is saying. And that's why we pulled out this headline. Right? People are concerned. People are concerned. And they have a right to be. The fellow said that he was on this road, Dennis Street end. Because if you take this road, it takes you straight out to Dennis Street from Sophia. I think this is A Field. It's going to take you through A Field right onto Dennis Street there in Sophia. Right? And he is saying, and he has a right to say it. He has a right to say it. Right? That the construction of the Blacker, that's what's causing the problem there. He said he started on Dennis Street in that traffic for about 5 o'clock. He said it was about 7:15. It was about 7:15 when he got to his destination in Sophia. Right? When he got to his destination in Sophia, folks, that can't be acceptable. I mean, look, story. Our government has signaled because American Airlines didn't want to come up to the VIP lounge and, what do you call it? Check in. The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, they're going to write a letter to them. Ordinary citizens who have their time taken from them by having to wait 2 hours in traffic. Who do they complain to? Who do they complain to? Yolanda Thomas, Mary Mercier, Alison Jones, Vashti Magnot. Who do they complain to? I'm certain the citizens, I welcome this initiative because using that street there if you're coming from UG is a quick way to get to South, get to Tocqueville, right? Or even get on Mandela Avenue. You can escape a lot of traffic lights and so on Sheriff Street. A quick way to get to Mandela Avenue. So I welcome, as a young boy, this area is called the Blacker. The Lamaha Canal runs under this bridge here. We used to go and swim at the back there. My friends would come and pick me up Saturday mornings to go and swim. And when they come, my mother used to say, hey, hold on, don't think you rush down this house. Right? You think your friends can just meet here and you just gone? Finish your work, let them wait. We used to go and swim in the Blacker here. Right? So, like the residents, I welcome the rehabilitation of the bridge. But what systems that we put in place to alleviate the hardship. You see? Alleviate the hardship. You know what it is? You on the East Bank Road. There are other problems. Right now, behind time and all that. You on the East Bank Road. And then you got to wait 2 hours in the traffic. And then somebody come through the siren. And in 2 tours, they gone through. 2 tours, they gone through. Alright? 2 tours, they gone through. Let me read a section of this letter for you guys, so you can hear what the guy was saying. From the horse's mouth. You can hear what he was saying. From the horse's mouth. Again, construction of the Blacker Bridge leading to horrendous traffic congestion. I'm writing to express my frustration at the ongoing construction of the Blacker Bridge that has been causing major traffic congestion in Sapphire, the Eastern Highway and its environs. I'd like to give you a more highlighted background as to what transpires on a daily basis since the commencement of this project. Mornings are chaotic because it is the rush hour for workers, school children, and other road users. But what is even worse, in the afternoons, peak hours, that's even worse. On the afternoon of February 14th, I was heading into Sapphire, so I used the Dennis Street entrance. From the head of Sheriff Street, I turned onto Dennis Street at approximately 15. There's a very long line of traffic. Now I know it's afternoon and everyone is heading home. So I thought this shouldn't take long because we will at least move at a reasonable enough pace. But that was not the case at all. I was in line for more than an hour straight and the traffic was not moving at all. Not even an inch. Now I got out of the vehicle to see what was really going on and why this buildup of traffic wasn't moving. And I saw that there was a pileup of vehicles from all 4 sections at the intersection of Dennis Street and the Eastern Highway. That's what he said. It was so infuriating because you literally could not turn off and reroute to anywhere. And there were no police presence in sight. I was there perhaps the same afternoon. It's true. Everyone was trying to board and move at once. And it could not happen because there was no order. And so we were stuck. Now I got on my phone and dialed 911 to get a number for the Turkine police station to inform them of the situation. I am sure they were already aware of and to have them send an officer to help control the flow of traffic. Everybody probably went down by the Marriott. No traffic ramps this here. Everybody probably was down the Marriott. But when I called Turkine, I was placed on hold for about 10 minutes and hung up because no one answered. Right? I was on my cell phone. Your data. Right? And then he goes on to say, to make matters worse, it was already, to make matters worse than it already was, 2 drivers started arguing. And that escalated quickly to the point where a fight ensued. Luckily for us, an off-duty police officer in the same line came out and proceeded to the front and brought the situation under control. And then he assisted with the traffic disaster that we were stuck in. Now I'm thankful he did what he did, and I was able to reach my destination, even though it was well after 7. Right? Well after 7. But questions still remain as to why. Right? With him being an officer of the law, he didn't come out of his vehicle sooner and assist with this ridiculous situation, even though he was off duty. Yeah? And why was there no traffic police present at that rush hour? Yeah? The people feeling the squeeze. That's the point I want to make. The people feeling the squeeze. Yeah. Here's the headline there. It's the construction that causing the problem at the back there. That's just one of the things, folks, we're following this morning. Just one of them. Here's another headline we're following. New routine for government is to give contracts to be awarded to the underqualified. Yeah. Yeah. Citizens are raising all these issues, you know. Citizens are raising all these issues. If things are nice, Mayor Miller. Right? If things are nice, Mayor Miller, what happened in here? Right? The new routine for government is for contracts to be given to the unqualified. I know in front of y'all, mine is the Barmia Primary School. I saw a lot of folks publicly say we love hits and jams. We love hits and jams for entertainment. But see this construction thing, hold up. We saw a lot of people say that. We love them. But see this construction thing here? We're going to fight over that. We are going to fight over that. This construction thing. And them boys came out. We had them in our program as well. We had, I think it was Rod Ferguson. We had him in the ring to explain what was happening. Right? And they said to give them a chance. They can do the work. And then that's just one of them. We showed you what happened with, what road is that? Burma Road. $100 million, 6 months. The road break up. Right? Contractors don't have the capacity to do a particular contract, but they still get awarded the contract. How? Boggles the mind. 8 months in, they even start the work. Right? And so people are fed up. You see, that Imdan had to go and castigate the contractors in the East Bank. We saw for cricket, CPL, that road was resurfaced. Soon CPL done, the road broke up like there was a timer. All that money wasted. Now they had to come and dig up the whole road again. And that road causes severe trauma to people. You could understand why some people vex. You got to use that road in the morning, right? Michelle got to come to work using that road. Savitri got to come to work. Samuel, they come to work vex. You were hour and a half, 2 hours in the traffic. You come in vex. Don't tell me nothing. Is that a good morning? You come in vex. So imagine that. Look at trauma. You got that East Bank Road in a mess. Right? Certain sections of Diamond, we're going through the bypass road in a mess. You got Tugville in a mess. Look how many traffic woes you got. There's so much people angry in this country when the day come. Then you got the cost of living on top of your back to deal with. David Wood, you see why a lot of people will be angry in this country? And that is what someone is pointing out here. We seem to be giving awarding contracts to the unqualified. Right? You're going to vex with them because they're speaking their mind. Look at yet another headline jumping out at us in the morning papers. Look what this one says. Right? Again, all of these are people talking in the newspapers. Residents don't believe Rosal Estate will commence operation. This particular gentleman said he heard Zulfikar Mustafa in the National Assembly talk glowingly about how they're going to reopen Rosal Estate, I think before the end of the second quarter, if not the first quarter, which is by the end of March. I think it's the end of the second quarter. Rosal Estate is going to be reopened. The fellow said when he talked to his family and relatives in Kanji, they said nothing happening there. Not one thing happening there. You see? And don't let the fool the Guyanese people. That's what he said. He spoke to his family in Kanji who work on the estate and they said, nothing doing. Nothing doing. Well, Zulfikar Mustafa, the minister responsible for the agriculture sector, and in particular Gaisuko, he's going to have to account for that. He is going to have to account for that. And this was a column, the head of a column we thought we ought to share with you. Right? Shortages of technical skills. We told you on the program quite recently that one of the panel discussions and one of the panelists that came in for the oil and gas expo and conference and expo raised this issue. 4 years in, and we have not gotten to the halfway mark of having the expertise, that the oil and gas sector requires. But we come here to fool people. All is well and good. When the last administration decided it was going to right-size Gaisuko, it began training people. What do they call it? Mill and the others. What do you call it? You are retooling them. Whatever is the right word. Transitioning them from sugar to the oil and gas sector. So they can stay meaningfully employed, even though sugar was in his final throes. You know, the glory days behind it. Right? Them boys come with the promise, no. We're going to open back all the sugar estates. You can get back your work and so. Fooling up people. 3 years in, heading into 4 years of their tenure in government, not one estate has reopened. That's the facts. That's the facts. Now, Mustafa Rana, they're always using him to say roads are going to open by the end of the first quarter. And here's the gentleman saying in the morning papers, you see? Not so. Not so. Nothing has been done. Right? We're not pulling this out of thin air. He said, nothing has been done. Nothing. Sad to say, nothing has been done. So people are getting smarter, right? People are getting smarter, and you know they're not going to swallow this foolishness because people are big and they get sense. Big and they got sense. Yep, he said he spoke to his relatives, and I think we went through it. I'm trying to see if we can pull up the text very quickly. Right? It's not happening. It's not happening the way these guys say it's happening. And he's saying his relatives are saying nothing is happening there. They work on the estate, right? And nothing is going on. Absolutely nothing is going on that front. Who you want me to believe? Zulfikar, this fella here. Huh? Zulfikar, this fella. Well, that's what's happening on that front, good folks. That is what's happening on that front. And that's the final thing we're going to pull out from there for you folks. Why don't we turn our attention, guys, to some of what is brewing internationally, folks, and then regionally, and then we home in the 592, and we hastening on because we realize, you know, the time is upon us, good folks, and we want you to go ahead and have a great day. So let's hasten on. What's happening, some of what's brewing internationally, some of what's brewing locally, and some of what is brewing in the region as well. Some of what is brewing in the region as well. Let's touch on some of that. All right, let's touch on some of that. And here we go, folks. Here we go. And it's up. International news. The Washington Post is reporting that the president of Brazil, he won't go back home now, Jair Bolsonaro, told the Washington Post he should be returning to Brazil in early March. He intended originally to spend about 6 or 7 months, if not more, in the United States. His diplomatic visa expired. He had applied for an ordinary visa. Could you imagine him crying? You gotta go to the front of the line now, you see, and check in. Right? You're coming through special entrances and so on. Some of them better practice. Some of them better see yesterday afternoon as practice. You see? But they're telling us out in the Washington Post that Bolsonaro wants to head back to Brazil shortly, and they're telling us it should be early in March. Early March. Well, we're watching. we're watching, good folks. We're following some of what's happening regionally as well, guys. Some of what is happening regionally. Regionally, and this one we're following. The Jamaican Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, he's recently come out and refuted claims that he has a conflict of interest in a particular business. And according to what we read coming out of the Jamaica Gleaner, they're saying that a particular business has gotten contracts from the government. The fellow who is in charge, who heads the business, is a friend. And then they're saying that his wife sits on the board of that company as well. But what is startling is how these organizations in Jamaica seemingly operate independently. How they should operate, but how they are not allowed to operate where we are. That is the catch for us. Right? That is the main thing for us here. How this organization that is doing the checks and balances, holding the administration accountable, is doing its work. And this is the Jamaica Gleaner, which said that Holness has rebuffed these allegations of wrongdoing in awarding millions of dollars of government contracts to a company business associate. The Integrity Commission of Jamaica has referred a report implicating Holness to the Director of Corruption, right? To the Director of Corruption Prosecution, after it concluded he may have influenced the awarding of contracts. Right? The Integrity Commission forwarded the report to the Director of Corruption Prosecution. You see? They'll have to call Andrew Holness and ask him, Chief, you know, your name got mentioned here. What we should do? Right? What we should do? And that is what we say, or that is what we mean when we say some folks are compromised. At this end, everybody knows, public knowledge, the EPA is not operating how it should, the Environmental Protection Agency locally, and that they are receiving directives, what they must do, what they must waive, how they should proceed. And countless organizations, countless entities fall in line like that. Fall in line like that. Right? In Jamaica, no. No way, Jose. The Integrity Commission is operating independently, constitutionally, as it should. Here, the Stack Integrity Commission and other places, you know, the allegations are rife out there. Friends, family, and favorites. So again, it's a method of rigging, so you get a certain outcome. Why do you think the Petroleum Commission has not been established yet? Why do you think that is so? It's only the other day the Operationalized Integrity Commission, the Teaching Service Commission. Why? 3-4 years out. And some of these bodies are still in limbo. Why is that? Things different in Jamaica though. Things are quite different in Jamaica. And quickly, guys, we turn our attention. It's got to be showing off. We turn our attention to some of what's happening in the 592, guys. We're turning our attention to some of what's happening in the 592, where we are. Until we ain't getting better. It's not getting better. You know, once we touched on here, how the story goes. What's happening in the country? We're learning. An accident overnight. Speeding car, they tell us. Right? A speeding car. I think we a little ahead of ourselves. But let's deal with this so we can go back and then we can go forward. Right? And a lot of people are talking about this one. And this driver in this hit and run accident that was placed on bail. The person who was hit down succumbed to their injuries. And folks are asking how can a driver who did that, you know, be placed on $100,000 bail? It's interesting times. Right? And there's a lot of raised eyebrows out there. Y'all didn't see that? Fled the scene of the accident and he's out. A life has been lost. $100,000 bail. People are pretty upset about that on social media. Very, very upset about that. $100,000 bail. Can you believe that? Well, a lot of people can't. A lot of people can't believe that. See, a lot of folks can't believe what's happening there. And they are making their voices heard. You know that that's the power. That's the power of social media. This is Akram Ramatullah, 22 years old, Scottsburg housing scheme under quarantine. Akram Ramatullah. And he appeared before Magistrate Rabindranath Singh at the number 51 Magistrates Court on Wednesday, charged with being an unlicensed driver. Right? Charged with being an unlicensed driver, committing a breach of insurance, right? Among other things. and he was placed on $100,000 bail after he crashed into a motorcyclist in the vicinity of Skeldon Market. Crashed into a motorcyclist in the vicinity of Skeldon Market. Right? He said the collision, in that collision, the motorcyclist and the pillion rider, who were not wearing safety helmets at the time, fell onto the road surface and received serious injuries about their bodies. Right? And of course, Vikram Basdeo, who was the motorcyclist, was pronounced dead on arrival at the hospital there in Babis. Yeah. And Akram Ramatula and $100,000 bill. You have to go and figure that one out. Go and figure that one out. Ghana has one of the most deadly roadways in the world. And I put it right to the top. The most deadly roadways in the world. This one recovering overnight. This one happened. Overnight, this one happened. This young lady lost her life, speeding car, loses control, plunged into a trench. So she was an occupant in the front seat. They tell us she was flung out of the vehicle. Flung out of that vehicle. Father of his mercies. Flung out of the vehicle. Wow. Folks will continue to say, maybe nobody listening to me. Slow down and let me arrive alive. That's what we got to do. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down and let me arrive alive. Flung from the car. You know how fast you got to be going? She was flung from the vehicle. That's what that's what we hear. Overnight. Slow down, folks. Slow down. And let me arrive alive. Right. Now this is Samantha, they tell us, Mafat, 41 years old. And the notes here says she was flung out of a car after the driver lost control and landed in a trench along the Enmore Public Road. Flung from a vehicle that was driven by a 21-year-old that was proceeding eastward along the northern driving lane on the Enmore Public Road at a fast pace when the driver lost control and the vehicle ended up in a trench on the southern side of the road. Police said that Mufat, who was seated in the front passenger seat, was flung from the car and into the trench where she received injuries about her bodies. She was picked up by public spirited citizens and in an unconscious state taken to the Georgetown Public Hospital, where she, along with the driver, they were both taken. They said the driver fled the hospital and they were on the hunt for him. Thoughts and prayers go to the family of this young lady. The driver fled the scene. I mean, like, where does he think he's going? Probably in shock. Probably in shock. Fled the scene, according to reports. Fled the scene. Moving on, folks. Moving on. Well, we touched on this one. We hastened to it prematurely just now. Another parent has been charged. Remember, this was the situation at Graham's Hall. I hope we come out of this phase. We seem to have been in a parent fighting teacher phase. And the parent who beat up on this teacher here has been charged. That's what they're telling us. The parent has been charged. It's good. It's good. A step in the right direction. All right? That's very good. A step in the right direction. A step in the right direction. You know, we shouldn't tolerate it. Parents. Apologies there, folks. The song seems to be doing its own thing with us this morning. But again, Graham's Hall Primary School, that's what the video was showing you guys there. We cannot tolerate that at all, at all, at all. Parents beating up on teachers. And so this parent has been charged. The parent has been charged. And that's a step definitely in the right direction. And then you had Graham's Hall, you had St. Angela's. That was the other school. No, St. Angela's. My Lord. We'd like to be in a phase in this country. Y'all see why we say National Year of Prayers? That's the phase that we're in as a country. National Year of Prayers. National. We want a week. We want a day. A whole year. A whole year. National Year of Prayers. Some other stuff happening close to where we are, guys. The GDF is part of a conference, including the American Army. We want to say, in the heights of this oil and gas conference. This has been overshadowed. I think it's a shining moment for the Ghana Defense Force. A shining moment for our boys in uniform to be hosting a conference of this stature with the American Army. That has been happening quietly in the background. Congrats to the Ghana Defense Force and our brothers and sisters in uniform. Yep. And then this one, a fellow selling fake drugs, they said. Fake HIV testing kits. Sold some to the ministry here. And we picked this one up out of Kaitro News. Was arrested and released. We tried in the US though. It didn't end so. Didn't end like that at all. He's been charged in the US. Right? He was detained here and released, selling fake HIV kits. Right? Folks, some of y'all know y'all label, selling fake HIV kits. Y'all really know y'all label. Nothing is sacred anymore. Nothing. I mean, like fake HIV kits. Who would want to do that? Right? Who does that? Some of y'all know y'all label. Really know you're able. Javindra Ramprasad is his name. Javindra Ramprasad. And Kaitri News tells us that the man who was last May freed on charges of supplying fake HIV testing kits to the Ministry of Health was on January 19th last arrested based on a warrant issued in relation to the same kits. Same fake kits. But nothing was done here. He was let go. Yeah, he was let go. That's one of the things we're following. Another story we're following, good guys. Yeah, good old Guyana. What's happening with the Bethel Gospel Hall? It's Bethel Galilee Gospel Hall. What's happening there? A lot of residents and parishioners have been complaining. Residents and parishioners have been complaining about the goings-on, folks, at the Bethel Gospel Hall. What's going on down that side? What's going on down at that end? Folks seeing a lot of movements. And they said nobody ain't telling them anything. The church elders aren't telling them nothing, and they're quite concerned, as they should be. Quite concerned about the church, about the church land, such and so forth. The folks saying that they are concerned about what is happening. That's what they said. They are concerned. And this is that land there at Bethel Gospel Hall. This is the land that is the what adjacent? Am I getting my directions right? To the Harbor Bridge. You turn off the East Bank and head to the Harbor Bridge. The church is right on the corner there. There's a bell rung at the back. And parishioners at this church told us that whoever's doing this work is taking in some of the church land. And they're not getting a straight answer. They're not getting a straight answer out of the person who's presiding there. They're not getting a straight answer out of the person who's presiding. Somebody just come and break down the fence, putting up something there and taking in some of the church land. And they said the parishioners here at Galilee Gospel Hall said they're not getting a sufficient enough you mustn't own a land answer. So that's what's happening on that front. The folks at the Galilee Gospel Hall, it's right at the front of the entrance there to the Denver Harbor Bridge on the right. They're concerned how the dead being treated here. People are reposed there, the eternal resting place, and somebody can come, some callous by and say, take some mud in your face. You see? Take some sand in your face. They're very concerned about what's happening there at the Galilee Gospel Hall, right at the entrance there, the Harbor Bridge. Right to the entrance there. People like seize land, and folks, some of the folks we talked with, they want to believe something is afoot. Some mischief has a foot and is afoot. Some mischief is happening here. That's what the folks want to believe. Mischief has a foot here. That's going to do it for us this morning, good folks. But before we go, this last one here. You remember these low, moderate income homes? These low and moderate income homes. Well, you know, activist Francis Bailey, I'm giving him the title, told us some of what's happening with these homes quite recently. Right? When down there, they told us initially that a special material, upcycled material, being used to build these homes. They said it looked like it's zinc sheet, but it's not zinc. Well, this citizen went down there and had a look for himself. He says zinc. He says zinc. What you are telling me? The fella said it's zinc. Right? He said this thing. Look some of what he said. Look at some of what he said.
Your boy is here. I actually came here today to check out these homes. Nobody is here. Typical fashion. It's Sunday, right? So come with me and take a tour through these houses, which I'm seeing now for the first time up close, just like you, and tell me if this is worth $5 million to you, and if this is really a solution for low-income people and people that are living in the struggle, who want to get their foot on the rung of the property ladder. Let me head over. There's going to be a fence line there. Looks like another structure is going here, and there's a fence in the middle there. There's zero room for expansion in any direction, at least to the side. There's some of the material down here. Okay, this is metal. There's not plastic. It's corrugated metal down here. Interesting. Let's check it out. These are your stairs. Walk up. And here we go. So it's not plastic, guys. It's metal. It's corrugated metal. I don't know who said it's upcycled plastic or recycled plastic. People were saying it's not zinc. Okay, this bit is zinc. I'm telling you, I'm seeing shiny bits under the plastic. This is not plastic. I know what kind of plastic this is, but this is metal. This aluminum. This is electrocution. All right. And so they've basically put up a wooden frame structure, right? Taking this aluminum sheet in here and nailed it to the side. This is what it is. You come inside here, you could see more of this. Looks like corrugated zinc. Okay, I don't know, it does not feel plastic at all. Feels like metal, but maybe somebody can correct me. But this is the framing in here. Let me switch to white screen so you can see better. Front door, your couple bedrooms, your toilet area here. Now you're in your back step, which is right over the lane from the other people's front door. And they're next to their people. This close proximity, everybody is literally kind of right up on each other. And it looked like Shawshank Redemption. It gave him strong Shawshank Redemption vibes. So this is how it's framed up inside, as you can see. $5 million is your ceiling, which also looks like it's zinc. You got 1, 2 bedrooms, okay? Here's your toilet and bathroom area, I guess. Well, I don't even know where the toilet going by this. There's a bathroom. If you're lucky, maybe you could crap. I guess this is your living room area down here. In front here, there's your living room. Your kitchen is probably going to be just in that corner over there. Counter thing. Your little fridge or whatever. Very, very tight. So this is your whole living space down here. And I did see a comment where somebody said, 6 people. He's known of instances where people are 6 people living in a house that's falling down and they can't afford the rent. People are exploiting them on the rent, and I'm happy to have seen that comment because you recognize that single people are not the only people that are in a low income. Some low income people have families. So how does this work as a structure for a family? This bedroom as well is very small. You can literally turn around and jump in this bedroom. You got space for a bed, little cabinet or something. So 1 bedroom, 2nd bedroom, living room, kitchen, shower, and a toilet. I guess it's everything that you need, but I don't think this is worth $5 million, and absolutely no way would I pay $5 million for this structure. This is disrespectful as far as I'm concerned. It's disrespectful for $5 million. Normally, if you pay $5 million for a house like this, right, and they build it with concrete blocks and stuff, you at least have the option of building up when you're ready. You can't extend this and go up another story. You have to do substantial works. That there, I guess, is your septic tank. They've dug a number of holes all along for everybody's septic tank. And I guess this is everybody's backyard. So your backyard is probably likely going to extend to here. It's just like we will put a block of houses together with each other and just do the best that we can. So in 30 years, we have predictions that the coast is going to be more on the sea level and there are going to be a lot of flood prone regions. I don't see this. I mean, 30 years is how long it might take somebody to pay off for one of these houses. It's not future proof to me. This is what you have when you get first world growth with a third world mentality, right? Now, people are going to say, this is not America, this is not England, but it could never be because we have not planned ahead in advance. For people that are squatting already, right? They go and find some unoccupied land and they will get bits of wood and stuff. They get their building materials together as they can afford it. And they put up a structure that does not cost $5 million in the majority of cases, right? So people are saying you're not saddling poor people with debt to make them pay $5 million for one of these houses. Considering you can't expand it at all, it's built on stilts down here. We know flooding is a problem in Guyana. In the video, or rather the pictures posted online, it looked much lower than this. So it's encouraging to know that it's not dead on the ground. But yeah, there's no ways I would pay $5 million for this. It's not worth $5 million. I mean, I'm all good with new building materials and stuff, but I just feeling right now that this house is going to be boiling when it's finished. And you need a big Lasco fan for down here. All right, so now encourage. And other things I'm wondering about, like, where are the playgrounds? What's wrong with a playground? Why can't young people have playgrounds in this country? Why is it such an alien concept to us that young people want to play? All I'm going to play on the road, or because there's such close proximity to each other? Look at this. It's practically like yummy.
So those were some of the concerns by Francis Bailey, activist who took it upon himself to go and see exactly what these houses were about after he saw all that was happening and how it was blowing up on social media. And you saw, he looked at the that fabric they were using, the material they're using to construct the house. He came to the conclusion, this is zinc. This is upcycled plastic. It's zinc. Well, apparently since that time, you know, the folks have been hurriedly trying to regain the PR front on that. And they have, you know, been speedily in the last couple of days trying to finish up on these houses. And this is some of the photographs I saw, I think, posted by Captain Jerry Govaya. You know, he's gone to housing now. He's moved past national security, and he's pushing PR on housing for the government. No, I don't care how you dress it up, right? If the walls are made of zinc, it's made of zinc. Even if you paint it in white and you put concrete over it, it's made of zinc. Right? And it's still going to be hot as a oven. It's just a fancy oven now. A fancy looking oven. Right? That's all we got now. It's a fancy looking oven. So I see them now. It's full speed. You see, that's why you got to highlight things. You know, you get results when you highlight it. Right? When you highlight them, you get the results. So they're publishing some photographs now. Said, well, look, we haven't finished anything yet. Right? We're nearing the finish mark. If it make with zinc walls and zinc roof, it's an oven and it can still be hot. You put in an AC. Ronald Major and it Cummins, they put in AC, air conditioning into it. Is that going to happen? Folks, we've gone a little past our program time. A little past, well, it's a lot past, really, truly. We've gone past our time, folks. So that's going to do it for us at this time this morning. That is going to do it for us. Thanks for joining each and every one of you. We are happy, delighted that you folks are here with us. That's going to do it for us. Have a great, great day, folks. Each and every one of you, have a fantastic day. Delighted that you guys are here. Have a fantastic, fantastic day. Fantastic day. Dolly Anderson and Yvonne Ramasar. Good to have you. Sheila Boyd Child. Yeah. I think how you paint it and you put things that look like brick and so on. If you make the whole thing with just wood and zinc, what think happen? Paula and Yvette, Yvonne, Rowena Cummins, good to see you there as well, and Bella Mona, Dolores, and all the other guys who are joining us this morning. Pace and power. Claire Alexis, Charlie, have a fantastic day, guys. Smash that emoji button before you all go. Please and thank you. Do that for us and give us a share as well. And also, guys, you know, we always say we can't do these programs without you all. Find a way and partner with us and help us to keep moving on. Folks, we're available via Cash App and Zelle, PayPal, MoneyGram, and Western Union as well. MMG, did I mention that? Each donation, folks, goes towards making our programs better, taking us forward, day to day, week by week, month by month, and year by year. Year by year. Thanks for joining us, each and every one of you, as we said. That's going to do it for us. At this end, stay safe. Partner with us, folks. Smash that emoji button. That's the least you could do before you go. Hit the emoji button, folks. Hundreds of you still watching us. Give us a thumbs up, a thumbs down, an angry face, a heart, something. Let us know how you guys feeling out there. Thanks for joining us. That's going to do it for us this morning. That right there, that's going to do it for us. Right? That is going to do it for us. Stay safe out there, guys. Stay safe out there. Please and thank you. Stay safe out there. That's going to do it for us.